Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So I just came back from Turkey, and this has been an absolutely emotionally exhausting experience, a very traumatic experience, a very wide-scale destruction, and it is amazing what 45 seconds can do to an entire nation, maybe two countries together. The scale of destruction is beyond description. It almost reminds me of the earthquake 2005 in Pakistan. So basic purpose of this trip was to not only distribute some food that we did along with Dr. Asif Jah's foundation, but the purpose was to find out some long-term plans to see who we can partner with and how we can help people over there. So after exhausting dialogues and discussion with multiple NGOs, we have coned it down that we are going to do part of the help and relief work in Turkey, and part of the help and relief work on Syria, specifically focusing on that part of Syria which has been affected very badly. And maybe our focus would be, a majority of our focus would be on Syria actually. So we had signed a memorandum of understanding with SAMS, Syrian American Medical Society, that actually runs a bunch of hospitals in that part of the Syria where it is hit by earthquake, and they have 5 hospitals which are running hospitals, but already running in a very shambles, in very difficult circumstances, because this is the area of the Syria which is actually controlled by rebels or not the Syrian government actually. The situation on the ground is also very unsafe and insecure besides the earthquake itself. I tried to go to Syria, but there were a lot of issues and permissions and regulatory requirements before you could cross the border, so I could not, but met a lot of people on the border coming from that region, and decided to make up my mind based on that. So now we are going to actually work with SAMS and try to restore their hospitals in Syria, and partly we will help in Turkish side in the province of Adıyaman, where we have already started to distribute the food. Had a meeting with the mayor of Gulbashir, and hopefully we will also try to resurrect their hospitals, because we want to stay focused on the healthcare systems. So we have signed an MOU with SAMS, and that states that we will provide them with doctors as needed. They need general surgeons, they need urologists, they need gynecologists, they need all kind of doctors. So we'll start to send them, they will receive our doctors and utilize them into their different hospitals. Secondly, given the rupee-dollar parity, which has made Pakistani rupee very weak, when you convert our currency into dollars, it's a very small amount that we receive. So we have decided that we should buy the surgical equipment and surgical instruments from Sialkot, which are very high quality instruments, and try to rehabilitate their hospitals which are not functioning because they do not have the surgical instruments. And I think that'll be our best way to rehabilitate these hospitals. We are in touch with the surgical instrument industry in Sialkot, and hopefully we'll be able to get some donations and get a bulk of surgical equipment very soon and dispatch it to Syria. Thirdly, we will send them some medications. A lot of our friends actually have indicated that they want to send medications because they own pharmaceutical industry. And lastly, but not least, the surgical supplies, which are not imported surgical supplies made in Pakistan, so we can buy them relatively cheap and then ship them over to Syria. So hopefully with these 4 measures, we will be able to rehabilitate and help our brothers and sisters who are in a state of a deep disaster and deep pain. My dear brothers and sisters, this is a happening that has taken place without any warning. And we were distributing the food. It was very obvious that some of the people who were receiving the food were very well-dressed people, but they were just struck by the stroke of luck to be on the other side, on the receiving end. This can happen to anyone. So my request is, please donate generously and we will display our donation address at the end of this presentation, both in the United States or elsewhere in the world where it can be sent to United States or in Pakistan, and we'll display both the addresses. Open your hearts and help these people who are in deep need of help amidst absolutely horrible weather, loss of their houses, protection, shelter, and especially the healthcare system. So may Allah have mercy on all of us, and would appreciate your generous donation to our organization, Pakistan Kidney Institute in Pakistan, and Save Our Lives in the United States. Thank you.